Okay, coming in with that music out of nowhere. Immediately determining we have a BVP. And of course, BVP stands for Bitch versus Protoss. Dafu hitting him with the "Can I win, please?" to kick the game off. Alongside his gas B4 pylon. So, and the probe worshipping that gas in order to will it to warp in correctly. We do have the... What the... 2 pylons are on the way, so nothing... Alright, and he's worked his way up to a gateway. Dafu... I mean, he's not too far behind on the gate timing, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, as we're gonna spend some time ramping up, it looks like. And of course, the classic Gateway Forge combo. This is something we see a lot of the time at the less experienced level. Usually safety, but every once in a while we'll get a cannon rush thrown in from the side. Looks like he's not planning the cannon rush. He's not sending the probe out. He's backing up his wall. He had an Artosis pylon, but now he's got a nice tasteless pylon to back it up. You just gotta focus on that safety and security. Very important. He's gonna have the cannons at the back. No cyber core yet, but he's got to be focused on border control before working on his infrastructure. That's an important plan. All right. Some more pylons on the other side as well. Neither player with a particularly ideal pylon layout. The cyber core is a bit on the later side, a solid minute and a half after his opponents. But we'll have to see if there's anything that's actually going to punish him. 3 stalkers are on the way. Fortunately, there are cannons. Well, there is 1 cannon protecting the top of that ramp. Will he make a mothership core? Even if he does, there's no anti-air for the mothership core. So, the mothership core could potentially kill all of the probes. Yeah, another important thing to note, neither player has invested in the warp gate upgrade. The warp gate upgrade, one of those upgrades that's considered completely mandatory as soon as possible. But both these players really breaking out of the meta. We finally got Dafu with his Twilight Council after Warpgate into double Stargate transition, which is, once again, going along that theme of redefining the meta. So, I'm interested to see how he does afford these Stargates, but he's dreaming of the stars, let's put it that way. So it's important to aim high. He had a revelation from his oracle. He wants to be carried to victory. Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Okay. We're gonna see the stalkers come across. This is actually a reasonable attack. And a dark shrine as well. So, we're going all sorts of directions with this one. As the tension continues to mount. A bloodbath so far. More in words than in physical exchanges. But still. Okay, so a solid Stalker count. He's still... Now, he's kind enough to wait for both Warp Gate and the Dark Shrine to complete. Lucky Owl is kind of chilled. On the opposite side of the map, he's in striking distance, but he's held back, giving Dafu the benefit of the doubt, and that actually means the DT will be built out of the gateway, is what we're gonna do. Okay. They're the APMs for you, as Dafu appears to have had a stroke. Okay, he's back. It was just a small one. The Void Ray. This one DT is gonna be coming out. Not as quick. And the Void Ray. He did charge it up in his defense. That Mothership Core doing its best to dodge that cannon, and mostly succeeding. The DT will be chroned out. He could warp in another as well. But the DT will actually hold the line for a bit longer. He's losing the other warp gate, unfortunately. But the DT is holding. There are still a dozen Stalkers on the field, but this one DT is making all the difference. Does the river mind the rock as it cuts through? Does the sun care about the winds of the earth? Does this game just ends, right? Well, he's doing everything but killing the probes. So and now the probes are offering themselves up. Now, Dafu has 2,200 minerals with which to rebuild his civilization. Unfortunately, his people are being persecuted, and only a handful will make it to the Promised Land. And I hate to be that guy, but I don't think the Promised Land is your enemy's base either. But that's where the probes are going. As of all the places to put a Nexus, of all the places on the entire map to put a Nexus, of all of the places on this entire map to put a Nexus, and it will go uncontested for now. Our Lucky Owl has yet to research Warp Gate, but it appears he did not need it. He's done well enough for himself so far. So the DT has 20 kills, by the way. There's still no detection. I'm just now realizing that. This one DT is slaughtering the Protoss army one swipe at a time, and it's a long swipe, alright? It's a long series of swipes. It's like fucking Protoss Tinder right now. And there's only... He's making more stuff. He's found the Nexus. He didn't actually see the Nexus, but he saw the pylon. So the probes are pulled. The Nexus is completed. The DT has... Where is the... Okay, it's still going. It's starting to run out of buildings. The Stalkers are standing still, which is making it easier for the DT to get its work done. Yeah, still no detection. We're still kind of lacking in that department. There's nothing to kill the Mothership Core either. But, he's microing around the DT. The probes are still being produced. One will make it out as he continues to chase and then gives up the chase. Not sure about that choice. The heroic Dark Templar. He's not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero that Dafu needs right now. He's a watchful protector, striking from the shadows. A dark knight. And the Nexus will go down, but not before producing as he chases the stalker. He's still going. There's no rope. He's still got no detection. So, it's now 6 supply over nothing. The minerals are starting to mine out here. The units lost tab is dead even. Pretty much. He's going back for the buildings. We gotta, not sure what this probe is looking to accomplish, but, the probes are running from the stalkers. I'm not sure why the probes were even back here in the first place. What was he gonna do? Repower the stargates? You know, if he could get, like, 2 void rays out, he could actually fight this. But, unfortunately, oh my god, we're still gonna play Ring Around the Dark Shrine, because he's targeting just one of the stalkers. It's now 3 supply, but he is double expanding, which is twice the amount of Nexi his opponent had. Still no Robo. The Dark Shrine goes down. Unfortunately, he didn't have any gateways to warp in with in the first place, but he's still chasing. Also unfortunate, Stalkers are faster than Dark Templar, and a Mothership Core is, it flies. So, DT racks up kill number 33. And another one. And another one. Unfortunately, this is not Heroes of the Storm. And you are allowed to control more than 1 unit. So that is unfortunate for Dafu here, but doing a pretty great job. And remember, every single one of these kills has been a 2 supply unit. It's been a Stalker, or it's been a Zealot. So this DT has killed over 70 supply of units. And he literally, even if the Stalkers were standing still, the Stalkers would be producing faster than the DT could kill them. It's a little bit trigger happy. Microing around the Cyber Core, this is a thing that is happening. He's targeted on the stalk. Nope, we're just, alright. Unfortunately for Dafu, because he just built a probe, means he does not have enough minerals to make another Nexus. Also because he queued up 5 probes. That's not gonna help. And a robotics facility, as Lucky Owl whipped out his Prima strategy guide and he figured out, oh, wait a second, you can actually see cloaked units. As the DT is up to 40 kills. Honestly, like, he's running out of time here. He's actually gonna mine out of the main. The gas geyser is completely dried up. The DT looking for something, but it's not gonna find it. Dafu's back to mining. So, he's back in the game. The robotics facility has finished. He does have the money for an observer. Any second now. Okay. And there it is! Whoa! Oh! That... his first words of this game. And you can't even blame him for his comments. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say it's Dafu's fault here. This was a team effort. And press F to pay respects to the Dark Knight. Thank you, Proxy Battle Cruiser.
Happy birthday, Winter.
For the bits. There's still... What are you doing? He's making a gateway. He lost his Dark... If he still had his Dark Shrine, we almost could have a game on our hands. But Dafu for someone who wanted a free win. Is 15 minutes of my life, by the way. Anyone who watches this as well. You just spent, if you made it this far, it's been 15 minutes. I just want, you have Warpgate done! He's making 5 zealots! Yeah, well, he's queued up 5 zealots. He's making them one at a time out of the gateway. He's now making a mothership core. I like how he's still microing, by the way.
45 minutes of Raven Marine, Cap HD.
What a beautiful day. Oh, what? He just recalled his mothership core with the probes to the same nexus! And the stalkers, how much APM? I bet he has a pretty high APM because he's just been right-clicking these stock. Go kill! He's rooting out the cause of all his problems. These little probes, these little fucks all over the map. He's chasing down the other probe instead of finishing the job. I don't... And He's shown very competent stalker, Mike. Oh my god. No. No, no. Oh my god. You little fucker. Alright, I'm fully on board now. I thought it was kind of mean. Now I feel like it was appropriate. And if it wasn't before, he just earned it. Okay. That's not English, but I have a feeling, I have a good idea of what he's trying to say. If these are like charge lots. Now, here's one of my favorite parts, guys. This is the level 30 skin. He had to play, I don't know in what mode or in what fashion, but he had to play hundreds of games as Protoss to get this skin. That takes at least 100 games. To have this skin, you have to be level 30 as Protoss, and to do that, you have to play... It doesn't matter too much whether it's like versus AI, but he's played at least 100 games as Protoss. He has the Dark Zealot skin. I want to bring... I didn't notice that before because he only made like 1 Zealot. But, just a bit of context there. And the Stalker gets trapped and killed. The first Stalker killed by a unit that isn't the DT this entire game. And I think he's finally run out of money. There's a probe on the map, but he does not have the money for a Nexus. So he's finally out. We've got the count. He's gonna go for the base trade. He has enough for 1 assimilator. I don't think these zealots are gonna be the game enders. Once again, no warp gate. And he The food just happened.